Getting set up. I'm gonna do a blue herring out of this piece behind me. This is a flat piece on the back and it rounds over. It was from blocking out, I don't know, some big carving last year. And you know, we got leftover stuff, so. Just gonna fill up my saws and we'll see if some other people jump on. Not sure how much of this we're gonna do today, but I'm gonna do my best to, you know, get as much complete as possible. The thumbnail, I will change to how far I am with the piece once I, you know, get going on it. So, and if you're just tuning in after, if it's live or after the upload, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Little things like that help the YouTube algorithm with sharing my videos and getting them out there. The YouTube algorithm is like a real challenge sometimes, you know, getting videos out and seen and getting the views and, you know, kind of just getting the work out there seems to be the toughest part here on YouTube. So every little bit helps, and I do appreciate it, you guys, you know, giving it a thumbs up and watching. So let's see, we got a couple people jumping on, nobody commenting yet. All right, no big deal. I'm gonna start with gas saws. We'll get into detail work with the battery saws. Again, we're gonna be doing, it'll be a lot of open space. We're gonna do a blue herring looking up. We're even gonna put in some cattails and some leaves and things like that. So this is something that could sit on the porch and lean against the building or potentially be hung on the wall. As it is right now, it's probably about 45 pounds. So once we get carving it, it's gonna lighten up a lot, and then it would be more, you know, more feasible to hang on the wall. So that is the plan. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday though. What's going on, Charlie? How you doing? What's up, Barry? Thanks for stopping in, guys. Hey, if you guys are here, be sure to give me a thumbs up on the video, okay? That way there YouTube will see people are engaging and continuing to watch. All these platforms are so different. It's funny, like TikTok, if you guys are watching live, I'm not live on TikTok today, but if you were to watch me live on TikTok, you're able to tap the screen and give me likes throughout the entire video. I don't think that option is here on YouTube. I don't think you can send a heart or anything while I'm live. I think you guys can only jump on like the, like kind of go back to the beginning screen, give me a thumbs up and then come back here, which is fine, but I don't know. YouTube kind of, I better watch it. They'll cancel my video on me. Anyway, so that's the plan. Got some fresh coffee. I'm gonna throw my gear on here. I'm gonna carve for a bit. We'll be, like I said, be running gas saws at the moment to kind of block it out. So I want to get all my rough lines in, remove the big void areas, and rough everything out with the gas saws. And then we'll move into using the battery saw. No football? Hey, that's all right. Second choice, I'll take it. What's going on, Old Plantation? How you doing? Oh, I got to tell you guys. So I was live on TikTok yesterday. I went just live on TikTok, did some carving. And I don't know how many of you have heard of a business or a carver or whatever online called Woodbrute. Woodbrute, maybe? Woodbrute. Super cool guy. I've followed his work for a couple years now. I really have. I've never like reached out though and chatted. He ended up on my live on TikTok and was giving me some pointers. We were chatting back and forth. Super cool guy. I suggest you guys look up his work on Instagram, on Facebook, but I think he said the Instagram and TikTok are where it's at. So forget Facebook. Instagram and whatever I just said, TikTok. Look up Woodbrute, Woodbrute, I think it is. I think it's just one T-E. His work though has inspired me for quite a while, and I've never carved anything like his pieces, but it's very unique, and it's just some really cool art. It really is. So after this live feed, guys, go check out his stuff. And once the video uploads, I'm gonna see if I can find a link, and I might even pop it in underneath this video in the description, but I gotta wait till it uploads, and then everybody can see that, because we spent quite a bit of time chatting after my live feed even, and really great guy. So super cool. All right, enough chit chatting. I'm gonna get to work here for a few, and then I will stop back. So if you guys have questions, you know, ask, chat. I'll be back in a second with you. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. It's going to be tough. It's always tough on these live feeds showing you guys what I'm doing. Now we're going to start off with a 250. guys stuck with me. Lots of plunge cuts to get it started. What do we got on here? Holy cow, 11 people on YouTube? That's insane. Can you guys see it? It's not a raptor either. What's going on, Jacob? Doing good, man. Thanks for being here. I hope so, Old Plantation. I hope so. Let's see what's next. I know, but I have the design in my head, so I gotta complete it, you know? Gotta complete it. What do you want? You want me to keep going on this one? You guys want to see me block out another one that's going to be similar, but maybe an owl? Not sure yet. I didn't set up for it, you know. I set this one up because I drew it on and kind of trimmed it out and got it ready. But I've got another one out there, or maybe that'll be a different live. I got another one out there I want to do. I started with a piece of cherry actually, and it split on me. But I got another chunk of pine like this outside the tent, and I think so once this is done, maybe I'll do that in the next, you know, when this is fully complete, and then the next time I start going live, maybe we'll do an owl. We'll do a big moon. This will look like trees. We'll do an owl perched in the middle. Maybe something like that. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. We got 8 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Joe, all right. I'll try to remember. Don't be offended if I forget your name. Old Joe. Appreciate you guys jumping on though this Sunday. I'm gonna keep going here. I'll point out what you're looking at though. So right now, right, negative space carving. Joe said it. So this will be our trim all the way around. Okay. It's going to be a blue heron. So the beak is here coming back to the head. That crazy neck, this will be the body. Down here is going to be our legs. But everything else that you see is going to be leaves crossing over the bird, hopefully. A cattail stem coming up behind the bird. So I want one of the leaves to be in front of the bird for the cattail stem. And then I want the cattail to actually be behind the bird, I think. Or no, I want the cattail to be in front of the bird. So I want the cattail to be on the outside of the frame. So my goal is to make this, you know, even though it's a flat piece, I want it to look as 3-dimensional with a lot of depth as I possibly can. So for me, this is pushing like my thought process as I'm carving, as I'm creating, because I want so many different layers. I want a cattail over the bird with the bird behind it, and then I also want cattails behind the bird and some that stick out in front of the frame that's going to be all the way around the piece. So it's like constantly thinking about, you know, the next cut. Chances are I'll screw something up because it's just the way it goes, but you know, that's kind of the plan. You know, a cattail here, which will be on top of the frame instead of within the frame. Hopefully that makes sense. Another one on top of the frame instead of within the frame. You know, we'll bring the trim down. The beak to the blue heron will be on top of the frame instead of just stopping. Another cattail that'll come up over the frame, leaf over the frame. So what I'm calling the frame is going to be the trim that's all the way around the piece, and then the bottom kind of won't be trim. It'll be sort of where everything mixes in. Thank you from Ukraine. I don't think I can say your name though. I'm gonna totally butcher that, buddy. Appreciate you watching though. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks, Barry. All right, guys, I'm gonna get another sip of coffee here, and I'm going to fire up the 170. I got a 14-inch bar so I can get a little bit closer to the work and not have to be so far back. Won't be doing as much plunge cutting. Now we're going to start shaping. First thing I'm going to do is thin the frame out so we can expose what's going to be on top of that picture frame look. Another big thing is the way the grain runs is something you have to constantly be thinking about, because like between the beak here, the grain is running up and down. Weak point. Any leaf that doesn't attach and kind of overhangs and doesn't attach to the other side is a weak point. So you have to be careful with the chainsaw, because if it kicks back or jumps or hops, there's a good possibility that once we start thinning pieces out, there's a good possibility to yank a piece right off. So right now everything's about 3 to 4 inches thick. But once I start honing it in to make it thinner and more realistic, you really start running that risk of just annihilating it. So, all right. Let's keep her going here. Hope you guys are having a good day though. Appreciate you guys jumping on, I really do. Hey, for those of you jumping on and becoming members, I think I've got 6 or 7 members at the new tutorial tier. I had said let's get 10 and I'll order the shoulder mount for tutorials. I already ordered it. I was just too excited. I couldn't wait till the end of the month, so we ordered that. So the next thing we're waiting on is to hit like maybe 50 members so I can order up a GoPro and batteries. If not, again, I'll just save through the year and I'll buy it myself. But I figured I'd give everybody an update that I ordered the shoulder mount camera mount anyway, because I can't wait. I was excited. I want to use it. Come on now. warming up. I'm gonna lose this sweatshirt. What's going on, Steve Treadway? Thanks, Anna. Hope you guys are all having a good Sunday. I gotta lose a layer here. Don't worry, it ain't getting crazy. I gotta get rid of this this fleece. It's chilly. I can see my breath, but get moving around. It's like, good golly, it's toasty. I think we're gonna be doing battery saw from here on out. I got most of the heavy lifting done with the gas saws. I prefer to do that with a piece where I gotta do a lot of plunge cuts. The gas saws tend to make plunge cuts a lot easier, a lot smoother. All right, can you guys see it coming together? So up by the head and the neck, I still left it very, very chunky. I want to clean this up first. See if I can get these cattails looking good. We're leaving the head and the neck chunky, and there's actually going to be a cattail right here that kind of comes up just below the head. Maybe. We'll see. Because right now I'm looking at it, I don't like the angle. It's like it comes up and then sort of flops over instead of being smooth. So it might be too much going on right here in this specific spot. So we'll see what happens. But now what I got to do is I'm going to clean these up first and then start thinking about what's going to be in front of the bird and what's going to show behind the bird and how much wood I have to work with. Now it kind of goofed me up because there was an overcut from whenever this piece got cut off the log. So you can see the difference. We got like almost 3 inches here and it goes all the way down to like 1/8 of an inch here. So the whole thing kind of swoops in, and that's right where the tail feathers are supposed to be. So this is gonna, it's gonna goof up a little bit of depth perception there, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Here's my drink. Did you guys watch last Wednesday's Bob Ross video that I put up? I got all my usual suspects on here, I think, for the most part. Kind of wondering what you guys thought. It was fun. I will have one for this Wednesday as well. And, you know, if they continue to be semi-popular, then, you know, I'm gonna continue to do Wednesday carving with Bob. I enjoy it. You know, I can just have some fun and enjoy it and do a tutorial and whatever, you know, make some happy trees, and we'll work on some, I kind of want to make that like kind of thing where it's like maybe pieces similar to this, you know, like we'll do trees, we'll do plants, we'll do those sort of things. Maybe not so much bears and all that. I don't know, stuff that incorporates landscape, sort of tie it in with Bob Ross's paintings and things like that. That's kind of the theme I'm going for. He was such a great artist, and I loved his attitude and all those sorts of things, you know, watching his videos and stuff like that over the years, and watching him paint and the way he handles himself and all that, you know, it's just, I appreciate that, you know, so. Yeah, so like when I do those videos, do the more coloring, yeah, that's true, that's a good idea. Yeah, the birds can be fairly easy though, in the sense of like facial expression, because just a real quick sort of fix, you know, you just carve your bird, paint the beak yellow, and then just do a black line. Have them smiling, have them sad, you know, super easy black line. And you can give them at least 2 different expressions. If you want to get into the eyes being different, you gotta carve an eyebrow in or up or back, you know, because if eyebrows are in, you're mad, you're so, you're happy, or you're like surprised. So there's like a really fine line between being happy and surprised with eyebrows. Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you guys hear me? Steve's having issues. Can you guys hear me okay? That'd be my luck. Everything stops working today. Thanks, Jacob. All right, so I'm gonna start with the battery saws here, guys. The window and the tree, that's a great idea. I feel like that'd be a, I feel like the window with the tree would be a great idea for like a Bob Ross video. I like that. So the thing doing the Bob Ross videos, guys, I'm carving outside, right? I just have a thin tent, so there's absolutely no heat in here. I started doing those videos now because now I'm getting some nice weather and I can be in that thin blue shirt and not have to be so bulky and have to wear a hat and all that kind of stuff. So my goal, if I have time, is to knock out a bunch of those videos if I can, with some easy carves, maybe some difficult carves, and sort of stack them up. So maybe I could do the Christmas tree in a window and then just save it, you know, special Christmas episode with Bob or something. I don't know, I'm coming up with different ideas, but 3 people watching. I must have bored everybody. All right. Let's go ahead and keep going. Keep going. Ooh, I thought my head was a little chilly. I don't know. Can you guys hear the basketball bouncing? I don't know if you guys can hear that. My son's out front shooting hoops. It's crazy. This kid is, yeah, he's sick. He was sick on Friday. He's been sick all weekend. Friday, got home from school sick, spent the day in his room. Saturday, Dad, can you bring the basketball hoop out to the road? All right, bud, bring it out. He's coughing a little bit. Run around, we shoot hoops half, like till dinner time. And he's been out here all day today. Like, yeah, you don't seem so sick, man. It's funny. Got all that energy. All that energy. Gonna be running the Steel 200. These are AP series saws, right, guys? They run the AP batteries. figure out something different here. Just too much moving around. It's starting to drive me nuts. I also don't want to break anything, so. See what you guys are talking about. Holy cow, made $4.99. Who the heck did that? Steve, of course. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, man. No worries, old plantation. If people pitch in, that's totally awesome. And if they don't, that's okay, you guys, you know? Right now, I'm using the Steel MSA 200. That's the battery saw, the AP series. The AP series steel battery saws are they're the professional series battery saws, if you will. They run the AP batteries. The AL is more of the homeowners, right? So you run AP 300 or there's 300S batteries. These ones are supposed to be a little better, but it's all a gimmick. I think it's all a gimmick. If you guys notice, the only issue with the battery saw is the RPMs are much lower. There's an up and a down to that. It's good because you can control the saw and make some small cuts and take your time, and you're not just like whacking right through it. The the downfall with the low RPMs is you can't take that bar and do a swooping cut. So like with the gas saw, I could take that bar and just kind of like swoop it in, and it doesn't pinch because it's just cutting, it's ripping. The RPMs are fast. The battery one won't do that as easily. It grabs and pinches, and it just doesn't want to make a smooth arc or, you know what I mean, concave kind of cut. So, you know, it's grabbing and moving around on me, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I don't know if I'm gonna do anything here to try and, I kind of need it to stop moving, but we don't really have time to keep monkeying around. We already been on here a little over an hour. Appreciate you guys hanging out. 13 thumbs up. All right. All right. You guys rock. Thank you. Oh, man. So this week, Bob Ross, Wednesday, Carving with Bob on Wednesday. We're going to be doing a sunflower, and we're going to do a tutorial on that. So a little sneak peek, let you guys know what's up there. Be chainsaw carving a sunflower out of scrap wood, so that should be fun. Help you guys out. After that, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna plan it out because I'd like to make like 2 to 3 videos that are rip for this kind of Bob Ross sort of series. John, so we're carving voids, and what we're doing is we're creating 2 cattails. Everything will sort of look like it's in a frame or on front of the frame. But it's going to be 2 cattails. Everything's backwards when I'm looking at the screen. So 2 cattails at the top, a blue herring kind of down, and there's the body, his legs, and some more cattails kind of down here. So we're just kind of, right, we just finished punching through with the gas saws. Yeah, man. So Steve, I've got, it is, man, it is an investment, all right? So like, if it's cold where you live, don't leave them out. Bring them in so they're warm when you're not using them. Another thing with gas saws, like they got a lot of ups and they got a lot of downs. They really do. So real quick on gas or battery saws, real quick between battery and gas saws, okay? And then I'm gonna get back to carving. But all right, my battery saw. This thing is rigid. You see those 2 bolts? There's no spring in there. There's no nothing. You're holding on to hard plastic. So you feel your cuts, you feel your movement, like you feel it in your body, okay? The MS-170, parts move, believe it or not, they move. Look at that, see that flex in the handle? That is anti-vibration. As you're cutting, you're not feeling so much of that. There's actually a rubber grommet in here, a rubber grommet in here, and rubber grommet over here that attaches the handles on your gas saws. You get the better saws, they even have a spring and a better rubber grommet, so you have even better anti-vibration. Battery saw. Ready? You ready for the flex? There isn't any flex. So, bicycle handlebar tape, okay? It's spongy, it's foamy, get whatever you want. It gives you a little bit thicker grip as well. You gotta clean it all, wrap it, black tape your ends, call it a day. I'm doing that on the battery saws and the gas saws. It's helped quite a bit. I'll tell you guys what, I wake up in the middle of the night, all tingly, numb, fingers are dead feeling. Probably from carving, also falling asleep like this. Elbows bent. The other thing, I was talking to the doctor, he said it's because you fall asleep. Not to, you know, be silly about it, but you sleep, you know, and your wrist is bent. So you're pinching off your nerves and your tendons, okay? And messes with your hands. Just so you guys know. I will let you guys know though, and you know, don't take it the wrong way, but I've been taking some stuff twice a day that, you know, an all natural product. I take it twice a day. It helps with muscle regeneration. It helps basically lubricate our joints, keep our tendons and muscles and things like that rolling. If anyone's interested, you guys can let me know. Get a hold of me and I'll get you the information. But that's been pretty good. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't make noise at night. 5, 6 o'clock is like it for me. But yeah, so a little bit more info on that stuff. It's a product, my wife actually is working for the company, so she promotes it. I can get you guys a $10 off code for your first order if anybody was actually interested. But after the age of 25, we stopped producing that lubrication for all our joints and things. Or, well, it starts to decline. And after a certain age, we don't make it anymore. So that's why we get all these aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. But you're carving way back. You're good, man. Carve all night. Carve all night. Drive the people in town nuts. All right, enough of that. If anybody's interested in that stuff, though, let me know. And I'll hook you guys up, get you some information. You can check it out. Get a hold of me through Instagram or something like that, right? Private message. Just let me know. It's a little thing that we're working to build as like a company that she's working for, and I'm helping her build as I can through my social media. Because, you know, we both want to be home and be doing our own thing. So, shh, don't tell. But if you got, you know, like I said, if you guys are interested, get a hold of me through Instagram. Numb fingers. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, Steve, at night, that's, you know, and my doctor pretty much said it was from you sleeping like this. What he said was sleep with a wrist brace. Yeah. Yep, that happens too. Stretch out, guys. You know, before you're carving, before you start moving, you know, you get out there, you fill up your saws, you're ready. Do some stagnant stretches, do some moving stretches, get your body limbered up. But with your wrists, I get in like this, get in like this, just a little bit, the other side, like that kind of stuff. So you're just stretching out your tendons and your ligaments, those sort of things, you know. They bother me too. They do. And your elbows will, right? Your wrist will, your fingers will, your shoulder. You gotta think about it, using all these joints, and you're constantly got this vibration motion through everything. Like I said though, that stuff I've been taking, I'm not as sore at the end of the day, and I'm not waking up feeling as stiff as a board after I've had a long day of carving. So to me, that's a huge benefit. Yeah, man, stretch out. Yep. Stretching, guys, stretching. All right, let's see if we can get in, get working. See if we can get these cattails at least done. Start working our way down. We'll see what happens. Start thinning stuff out, and the fear of breaking things starts to get in your head. It's sketchy. catastrophic failure here and snap this booger off, because that would suck. Clean that up. let's make those stand out so you guys can actually see. We're gonna hit them with the torch. We're gonna put some color on those, and then we're gonna work our way down. That way there, those pieces stand out, and everybody can kind of say, "Oh, I see what that is." Steve, listen, man, if you're still there, get a hold of me, all right, through Instagram. I've got a good friend who deals with neuropathy, and get a hold of me, all right? If that's something you really do, you deal with, might have something you can look into that can help you out. So get a hold of me through Instagram, all right, through my Instagram page, Kyle Hall Wood, or Hall Stick Furniture and Signs. There's usually a link below all my other videos and everywhere else. Go there, private message me, all right? And let me know, or remind me, or whatever I'm trying to say. You get it, you know what I'm saying. 19 thumbs up, all right. That's probably the most we've had on the live. All right, you guys see the cattails? I know it's tough, you guys are so far away. This piece is still fairly heavy, but cattails coming out the side, right? Look at that three-dimensional ism. Okay, cool beans. I'm gonna hit them with the torch. We're gonna throw some brown and some green on them, and then we'll work our way down. That way there, when other people jump on, if other people actually jump on, they can kind of see it. And I'm gonna do brown and green just so it separates the stem. Even though the stem's normally tan, you know, I might do some tan. I don't know, maybe we'll keep it tan, we'll see. We'll see, I don't know. I don't know, I gotta make up my mind here. Make sure this tank's open. Oh, I didn't bring my watch out here today. 420? Okay. Carvers, new carvers, I want to give you guys a tip. Don't be in such a rush to finish a piece in the same day. Always give yourself time, okay? So like, in this case, I'm gonna paint that, no big deal, but I won't be fully sealing it. If you guys are carving a piece and it is wet, there's a ton of moisture, right? And you're carving and carving, you can see that moisture, or you hit it with the torch and you can see the moisture bubbling up and out. Do all your chainsaw work, take that piece, set it aside for a couple days. Set it aside for a week. Don't put it in the sun. Just set it aside for a day or two. Then come back, do your furring, and then put your details in the face, all right? And then see how wet it is still. If you need to, let it sit for another day, maybe two. Not directly in the sun though, because the sun's gonna dry that out quick, crack your nose, crack your ears, all that kind of stuff. Instagram group. Oh, Plantation, or Facebook group, guys. Kyle Hall Woodworker, New Carvers. All right, so Kyle Hall Woodworker, New Carvers. The whole thing. I know it's wicked long, but people aren't generally searching that entire thing. Check that out. Go answer all the questions that you're prompted to, and then I'll let you in the group, and you guys can share your carvings, talk, chat, all that. I try to be in there, but you know, I do the best I can. But yeah, so new carvers are there hanging out, sharing each other's work, encouraging each other, and that kind of stuff. And that really is the goal of the group. But yeah, got to answer all those questions. Otherwise, I just deny people because, you know, I want to make sure we're not bots. It's not scammy, spammy garbage. So yeah. All right, let's at least paint the ends of these brown, I guess. Actually, we kind of gotta flat sand that again. Little tricks, guys, when you're doing spray paint. You should wear a mask. You should be in a way better ventilated place than this. Normally I have a fan actually over here that blows out the tent, and it kind of blows in the breeze. It sucks the exhaust fumes out, and it sucks the paint fumes out. But if you're gonna paint this stuff, you don't want it everywhere. You want it where you want it. So keep that in mind. Block things off, you know. Use cardboard, use some rags. Less overspray you deal with, that's us cleaning up you got to do later, saves you time and all that. I sometimes am too meticulous, so I take too much time usually on pieces. Got a carver who I've followed for a few years though. Seems pretty cool. We've done some chatting over the past couple days. Wants to help me out with some tips and tricks and things like that, and hopefully one of these days I can plan a trip to go visit and spend some time with him. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna just burn this edge quick so this stands out better. Hopefully you guys can see those. Yeah, you kind of can, right? So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the trick, right? Put your spray paint on, then hit it with a torch, it dries quicker. This is true, but you deal with a couple things, all right? You deal with fumes of burning paint, that's not good for you. 1. 2, if you're in a tarp or a tented area, you gotta make sure that doesn't go up. 3, if it's super dusty in the air from fine sanding, that can ignite. So, safety stuff, all right? Yeah, Steve, good way to do it, man. Who else brought up Cody? Somebody else bring up Cody on here? No, just you, Steve? Cody's a good carver, man. Me and Cody FaceTime a few days back. Cody hasn't been carving that long, dude. He really hasn't. He is going to be able to leaps and bounds on some things. It just happens, you know? He is full-time carving. And I think he's been carving a year. I think he told me a year or less. And decided to pursue it full time. And tell you what, I'm proud. I'm happy for him. He is just, I take no credit whatsoever for his talent. That guy is just, he's on a roll. He's on fire. His work is killer. Absolutely awesome stuff he's doing. You know, I think we're just gonna paint those stems green so they stand out, because it's irritating me. This is just the green I have on hand. If I do keep them green, we're gonna do a dark green, but all that's in the shop. So just putting on what I got out here so we can see it. When you guys do spray paint, learn how to use the can, all right? Like, I'm not always really good with it. Little bursts, shake it up well, obviously. Do little bursts, don't just spray it all on like a madman. Little bursts. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. When I do my fine detailing work with a brush, I don't even use spray paint because it tends to be too thin. I end up using acrylic paint. True story. Right there with a brush. And it's small areas though. It's not like a big area because then you got to worry about peeling. But I'll do a small area and then I make sure I put a good amount of clear coat over it. Yeah. Yep. All right, so you guys can see those. Let's start working our way down into the head area. Again, we'll just be running battery saws. We've been out here a little while. I'm gonna have to cut us off probably just shy of 2 hours so this can upload. Otherwise, you know, probably won't upload, but depending on what time it is, maybe I'll jump back on and we'll keep going. We'll see. Because, was it 4:30? I'm probably only gonna go to 5 o'clock, roughly. Unless I'm really in the groove. So I wanna pull up a picture. You guys can't see it, but of a blue heron, so I can kind of start shaping the head and have something for reference. So I've got a reference over here on my iPad. So references are good, guys. Another tip, make sure your guys' chainsaws are sharp. This is sharp. I'm just cutting down the grain, so it's cutting super slow anyway. Make sure your saws are sharp, all right? You know what a saw feels like when you first get it, guys. You know how sharp that chain feels. It should feel that way for most of your carving. If you have to stop, sharpen, do so. I saw a video on a new carver's page. I'm not ragging on that person. That guy was carving. I don't even know what kind of wood he was carving, but that was so unsafe in that video because the gas-powered saw had to be. It was a bigger saw too, and that thing was working so hard because his chain, the teeth on that chain were so sharp or so dull. He had all he could do to cut off little tiny pieces even. And then he did some plunge cuts and he was trying to, you know, work it, and you could see the frustration. A sharp saw is safer than a dull saw. It might not make sense, but the dull saw, you have a chance of that grabbing, like instead of cutting, right? So instead of cutting in the wood, it might run up the wood. So keep your chains sharp, all right, you guys? If they're not sharp, stop. Sharpen your chain. Take the time to do that because a dull saw, really, it's not safe. It's not safe. After seeing that video, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That was crazy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not always doing the safest thing, but keep your saw sharp, all right, guys? Just keep them sharp. dead battery. The other thing too, if you're running battery saws, you feel that battery die or you see it dead, don't push it. Just be done with it. Throw it on charge, grab another one. Don't try to get every little ounce out. The saw is not going to spin fast enough to make those cuts safely, so just stop, put a new battery in, be done with it. my glasses, too much moisture in here. Let's see. So I'm not letting the saw get in there and grab as much as it wants. We're kind of just using that nose and just sort of making very light passes and light cuts. So I'm not yanking this thing over all over the place while I'm cutting. Just kind of letting you guys know. Not a huge fan of plunge cut with battery saws. They aggravate me when it comes to that. Might end up getting rid of this cattail because it's like up and over too much of an angle. I hate it. So yeah, that's probably gonna go. But I'm gonna get the head done first before I move it, 'cause it's a supporting piece right now. So yep. So a piece like this wouldn't normally take as long because I would still be running gas saws, which are cutting a lot faster. But because we're live, I'm trying to keep some of that noise down. Plus it's Sunday, later in the day, you know? Try not to be too awful noisy. There's like no meat over here, so that kind of sucks. It's alright, we'll figure it out. checking out cool stuff. I know you guys can't see a whole lot at the moment, but you will soon. Alright, appreciate all you that have been hanging on. It amazes me more people don't jump on while I'm carving, like YouTube doesn't share it. Alright, so now we're up to about 40 pounds, down to about 40 pounds. I think we started off honestly about 50. So we might be even at 35. So 35, 40 pounds for this chunk. It's not bad. We've shaved a lot of weight here. Right, yeah. 10 to 15 pounds I think we've removed, give or take. Okay, leaves. He's got 2 legs. Tough to see, we still got some work to do. So front leg, and right here this will be the back leg, and this leaf will kind of cover where it meets down at the bottom. Hopefully you guys can kind of picture it. Once I get the head detailed, then this chunk that was going to be a cattail, we're just going to remove it and have a big open space right here, because otherwise this cattail is going to come up and just kind of like 90 over, and it looks stupid to me. I don't like it, so we're gonna get rid of that. Ugh. Let me do this too. You guys can kind of see some of the depth this way. You guys are able to kind of see the layers a little bit. So, what's up, Jake? I'm live on YouTube, bud.
Oh,
where's that hat, guy?
I wanted to play.
You can play basketball, but you gotta put your hat on, man. It's too chilly and you're already sick.
So you
Oh, you want me to play basketball? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna get off here. I gotta pick up and stuff, okay? All right, man. Give me a few minutes. Let me wrap it up. All right, dude. Get a hat on. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be my cue. We've been on here for a while. I'm gonna get going. But let me read all these. Let me get caught up with you guys. Need a sandwich. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys being on here. Glad you're enjoying it, John. John and, okay, Old Plantation. What was it again? Call you something. Call you John? You got a couple Johns? I can't remember now. Dang it, I feel like a jerk. Chew some ginger. Yeah, I eat a lot. I do some ginger. I do garlic. If I get sick, I'm eating garlic like it's candy, to be honest. Peel fresh garlic. Piece of cheese. Garlic on a piece of cheese. Joe. Sorry, man. I do garlic, though. I'll throw garlic on a piece, like fresh. Peel it. Give it a couple whacks so it starts to put it on a piece of cheese and just eat it. The wife, she don't want to talk to me after, but I'll tell you what, you feel good pretty darn quick. You do that twice a day. All right, guys. Well, I've got to clean up, and I got to go play some basketball with my son before it gets too late, too cold. I do want to thank everybody, though, for watching. I do appreciate you guys getting into, you know, into the memberships, the new tutorial tiers and things. Yeah, garlic's good for a lot of stuff. So is honey. If you guys are having issues, though, with joints and tendons and tingliness and all that, hit me up, private message on Instagram. I got something that can potentially help you out. It's been helping me out, so I want to share with other carvers, not just art, but stuff that can help us continue to perform and create and enjoy what we do, especially if we're dealing with problems from carving. So get a hold of me through Instagram. There's usually a link under a video, but it's under Halls Stick Furniture and Signs, okay? My business page. So hit me up there. Remind me of this video so I know why you're there. The other thing, we've got like 6 people on the new tutorial tier on my memberships here on YouTube. I had said let's get to 10 and I'll order the new GoPro shoulder mount for the GoPro. I already ordered it. We got 6 people. I was excited and I said, all right, we're gonna buy it now and get it here. So the next goal is to be saving up toward a new GoPro. I'll be straightforward. That's like a $400 purchase. So I'm gonna be putting money aside for those of you that do want to help toward that goal of getting a new GoPro. When I say get a new GoPro, I mean get a new GoPro with probably 2 new batteries and then, you know, whatever new attachments I need. These things are going to be, you know, for tutorials, for showing you guys different shots, different close-ups, things like that, especially seeing how the one GoPro has been acting up. Now, if I can get the new GoPro soon, and the other 2 GoPros are still running well enough, I would like to possibly, we'll see how it goes, we'll see if editing drives me insane, but I would like to possibly give you 3 camera angles. So we would have a shoulder mount, chainsaw mount, and a stagnant off to the side. That would be, I might try that as long as everything is still running, you know, as long as we get the new GoPro soon and, you know, the other one doesn't die right away. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll have a new video out, Carving with Bob, on Wednesday. I don't quite have anything quite set for next Saturday, but you know, we'll get something together. We'll get a video together for you guys, maybe a time lapse or something. I'm not sure yet. So I got to get going though. I got to clean up. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Sunday. Hope tomorrow kicks off an amazing week for all of you. Don't have the Monday blues. Have an awesome week. Kick it off right. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.